So today I want to talk to you about the debt snowball. If you're in debt and you're looking to get out, you're going to want to watch this video. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kristin. If this is your first time here, I have a blog called lifeofstones.com, and it's mostly a personal finance blog where I share our personal journey of paying off $35,000 in 7 months and continuing on our journey to be completely debt-free. So let's get right into it. You've probably heard the term debt snowball before. You'll often hear people that follow Dave Ramsey talk about using the debt snowball, since that is how he teaches people to get out of debt. The debt snowball is a system of paying off debt. Basically, the way it works is you take all of your debts and you order them in a very specific way and you pay them off accordingly. So for example, let's just say we have 3 debts for example's sake. Debt number 1 is $500, debt number 2 is $1,000, and debt number 3 is $2,000. If you were using a debt snowball to pay off these debts, you would first pay off the $500 debt, you would then pay off the $1,000 debt, and last you would pay off the $2,000 debt. And how you're going to do this is, number 1, you're going to do a budget. I've mentioned budgeting in my previous videos, and budgeting is probably the number 1 tool that has helped us in our financial journey. It's so important. I will link a couple of blog posts down below that I have up on my site that will walk you through budgeting, and I will have a video coming soon on how to budget. So to get started, you're going to order your debts in the way I just explained. You're going to start with the very smallest debt and go up to the biggest debt. When you're using a debt snowball system, you're not going to worry about the interest rate or the amount of time you've been paying on it or any of the other factors. You're looking only at the balance, and you're going to pay off the smallest balance, moving your way up to the largest balance. Now, I know that might seem counterproductive to some people because you're going to end up paying a little bit more interest if you're paying off the higher interest debts last. So you might not. Your higher interest debts might be your $500 debt. But if it's not, and your $2,000 debt is your highest interest debt, then yes, you're going to be paying a little bit more interest over the time it takes you to get to that last debt. But the thought process behind the debt snowball is that you are going to pay off that first debt very quickly. And what's going to happen when you pay it off is you're going to feel good, you're going to feel encouraged, you're going to feel excited, you're going to feel motivated, and it's going to give you like a small win, a fast victory. And we live in such an instant results society that if we do something for too long and we're not seeing the results that we think we should be seeing right away, what happens is we get frustrated, we get bored, we get discouraged, and often we give up. So the debt snowball is really designed to keep you motivated and keep you moving forward, and it really does work. Here's what you want to do. You want to take your budget, you want to pay minimum payments on every single debt that you have, the very minimum. So using our example, you are going to pay your minimum payment on your $1,000 debt and the minimum payment on your $2,000 debt for the month. Budget that in and make sure you're prepared to pay that every month. The next thing you're going to do is you're going to take the minimum payment from your $500 debt, and you're going to take any extra money that you can scrounge up in your budget, even if it's only an extra $10 or maybe it's an extra $100. So let's say your minimum payment for your $500 debt is $50 per month, and you were able to find an extra $100 left over in your budget. Now you are going to make a payment of $150 that month on your $500 debt. Remember, you're still going to pay the minimum payments on all your other debts because you want to keep them current. The next month, you're going to do the same thing. Minimum payments on the other debts and still focus on that smallest $500 debt. But now it's not $500. Now it's at $350. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to take that minimum payment. Maybe you worked a little overtime this week, and now you have your minimum payment of $50, plus you have an extra $300 that you were able to find in your budget. Boom, pay off the $500 debt. Done. Treat yourself. Give yourself a little pat on the back, and now you move on. Cross it off your list. Now what? That $500 debt is completely gone. So you are now going to take all those efforts and you're going to focus it on your next debt, which is your $1,000 debt. You're going to do the exact same process. $1,000 debt. That's how you do it. We're going to pay that one off next. You're going to take every extra dollar that you can find in your budget, and you are now going to apply it to that $1,000 debt. And you will get that paid off so much faster than if you were spreading out your money over all 3 debts every month, trying to put a little bit extra on every debt. Listen, putting a little bit extra on every debt each month, it's good. It's a good strategy. The problem is, depending on your debt, depending on how many you have, depending on the interest rates, depending on what you owe, depending on how long you've been paying, clearly there's a lot of different factors at play here. The point is, what you focus on, you get. If you're going to take all your financial focus and spread it out over 3 different debts, it's really just going to weaken that focus. However, if you pay your minimum payment, keep everything current, but you take all of your energy, all of your money, all of your focus, and you laser focus on that one debt, then you're really going to be able to clear these so much faster. And what you're going to see is every time you clear a debt, you're then going to take that minimum payment and put it towards the next debt. So you can see how it's turning into a snowball effect. You know, picture the snowball rolling down the hill and accumulating more and more and more snow and more speed as it rolls down. That's where this comes from. And it does. It works so well. I know it can seem overwhelming when you first add up all your debts and you take a look and you see how much you have. It can be really scary. I completely understand. We felt the exact same way. But what we found is when you pick a system that works for you and you stick to it and you focus and you set goals and you work towards those specific goals each and every month, each and every paycheck, I promise you, you're really going to start to see some results and you're going to gain momentum. And before you know it, you're going to be almost out of debt. I promise. Trust me. We've done this. I hope that helped clarify for you a little bit what exactly the debt snowball is. If you found it helpful, I would love if you could give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you do subscribe, make sure you click that little bell so you get notified every time I make a new video. Thanks for watching. Bye.